independent. Here we come with a great road. We say to be independent, but suffering is clear. It's clear we're important, that's why we're here. To speak what is evident, as all can see and hear. He said, better late than never. We now beyond correction. For sure I was once a believer, as if in the congregation. I even vowed never bring my faith into contradiction. We vow forever, help us out of this addiction. So show me speed from your reactions and treatments. Or is it true that you're not important? We're trying to heal. We need your involvement. We're ready to see all of change and commitment. Job opportunities we need to get occupied and busy, to be able to feed. We don't want to be lazy. We're able to weed, even cleaning the grease. We're now free. No drugs. All is now easy. For this society we all belong, ready to take part in development. Make us feel strong through your encouragement. We now avoid what is wrong. Here's our plea to the government. Involve us in a nation building. We're ambassadors of development.
Thank you Kenya Academy. Talanta ziko hapa Kerwa. Huyo kijana ambaye ni hapa Kerwa. Dakika moja. Asante sana kwa Dennis Kamonye, ni mwanafunzi hapa kwetu Kenya Academy. With your permission sir, tafikisha wakati wa burudani hapo, na ningependa kuwashukuru nyote pamoja nami tumekuwa na.
Asante sana, nakuwa na Kaspa, mimi na hapa. Shukuru sana rafiki yangu na DCC, rafiki yangu bwana Randal, bwana Ochieng. Asanteni sana, hapa ni nyumbani, niko nyumbani. Na mimi nimefikisha hapo. na nimewatakia Madaraka Day njema kabisa, na pia wale wamezaliwa siku ya leo kama Savia Kigavi, happy birthday nyinyi wote. Nawapenda sana na Mungu wabariki. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana DJ mwenzangu DJ Kaspa. Yangu itafika hapo, na kwa wakati huu with permission sir, napenda kumuita SEC Kikuyu ili aweze kuendelesha ratiba iliyosalia. Karibu sana sir.
Nachukua nafasi hii kuwakaribisha nyinyi wote. Kwa majina naitwa Ignatius Kiema. Mimi ndio Assistant County Commissioner hapa Kikuyu, ambapo Kikuyu ndio Kerwa iko ndani yake. So Kerwa iko ndani ya Kikuyu. Everybody, kila mtu wote asikia amekaribishwa na tushirikiane pamoja. So program kutoka hapo nampatia mwenzangu SEC1 to take us through. Thank you sir.
Thank you my colleague Kiema. Mgeni wetu wa heshima wa siku ya leo, the DCC Kikuyu Sub-County Security Team, Divisional Security Team, Chiefs and Assistant Chiefs, wananchi, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Nachukua fursa hii kuendeleza ratiba kwa maongezi, na ningeomba wale ambao nitawapatia nafasi ya kusema jambo, kwa sababu ya wakati nitakupatia dakika moja, ikizidi dakika 2. Ukiona nimesimama, tafadhali ufikishe hapo, singependa kukunyang'anya kipasa sauti. Kwa hivyo kwa wakati huu, kwa heshima yake chief guest wa siku, ningeomba kuanza na wale wenzetu ambao tunafanya nao kazi karibu katika community policing. Community policing, na ningeomba msimame tu, mpunge mkono mahali mlipo, alafu mmoja wenu anaweza ongea kwa niaba yenu. Asanteni sana. Ningeomba mmoja wenu aseme jambo kwa dakika. Na ningeomba tutulie, tusiondoke.
Wageni wetu kutoka eneo zote katika Kikuyu Sub-County, na msalimia. Wakaaji wote wa Kerwa location tena na wasalimia. Ndugu zetu nyumba 10 community policing, pokeeni salamu zangu. Na wanafunzi wote wako watu katika area hii ya Kerwa, wale tumekuwa nao siku ya leo, niwasalimia sana. Kwa majina, mimi naitwa Jiroge Wambale, na mimi ni naibu wa mwenyekiti wa Kerwa location nyumba 10 community policing. Nimesikilia nafasi our location chairman Mr. PK Kibiro ako safarini, and who is also the sub-county chairman Kikuyu. Kabla sijaendelea, although nilikuwa nimesimama, nikilikuwa na nikisaka kulikuwa na chairpersons wa locations, tukianza na Kerwa location ako ni mimi, Gogoto chair ako karibu. Kwa hivyo wewe watu kama mahali huko, akiorganize muko hapo. Rosigit chair ako. Rosigit chair. Haya, sawa sawa, asante sana. Mudhiga chair. Mudhiga chair, kama hakuna tuko na sub county coordinator mahali yako, avivu watu hapo mahali wako. Hawa watu ndio wanafanya kazi moja ngumu sana katika ground, na kazi yao ni kupeana information ya uhalifu yoyote ile inaweza kuwa inatokea kulingana na vile wamegawanywa na vitu tunaita clusters. Hawa bwana hufanya kazi mingi sana, hata isipokuwa ni kazi ya voluntary, wanafurahia kazi hiyo kabisa kabisa. Na tuko na cluster representative with the whole sub-location, ambayo huwa na mikutano ya kupeana clusters report every month katika location meetings. From there we have got 6 representative wale wabatana mpaka location ambao wanapeana ripoti zao Kikuyu Sub-County Police Station. ndio wanapeana ripoti zao namna hiyo. Kabla sijamaliza, niko naweza support ile tunapewa na group iko hapa ikiongozwa na DDC. Tunapenda nyinyi sana sababu mtampatia tukimpatia shida zetu mnaisikia kuhusiana na security yetu. Hata UCS ako naye, OCC ako naye, ATC ako hapo, our chiefs na OCPD na superior OCS wote and all the police officers. Tunashukuru sana vile kazi mnatuendea, tukimuuliza kitu hamwezi kuwa mnatufuatisha mzuri. Na mwisho hii kitu ya pombe hii tumeanza kuteremusa kidogo, na nafikiri Mungu akitujalia itakuisa na ifunguke kabisa. Tena tuko na kabisa kingine kadogo hapa kuhusu electronics, ambaye tulikuwa mkutano wengine tukaomba kama tungekuwa na patrol vyako usiku katika sababu ya Kerwa tungefurahi sana. Na kwa hayo machache naomba Mungu ambariki na tuendelee na kujenga Kenya yetu. Asanteni sana.
Thank you the representative from community policing. Nilisema dakika moja. Wacha tu ikue dakika moja. Manake naona list yangu iko ndefu na singependa kuacha mtu nje. Kerwa community representative dakika moja. Atafuatiliwa na wazee wetu wa Maumau, and then kama kuna anybody from Kiama napatia mama Bendera, Veronica dakika moja. Naona Kerwa community representative kuja dakika moja.
Thank you very much, MC. Hamjambo wote. God is good and all the time. My name is Bogua Same. I've been called here to give a short presentation on behalf of our chairman, Engineer Jao of Kerwa Residents Association. Before I begin anything on that presentation, I would like to take this chance to thank the government officers who we have allowed, who have been serving us. They have been doing a good job, and especially the officers in the national administration and security. We appreciate what they have done for us. They have been very responsive to our needs, and at the same time, the security has really improved. However, there are few issues that the association would request the government to address, and these are the ones that I'm going to read on behalf of our chairman, who was not able to be around today. The first issue is on security. The association feels that we need to have at our Kerwa police station a vehicle for ease of mobility when needs arise. It has been observed that other police stations have vehicles, but ours do not have. And considering the area, the way it is big, the location where the police station is supposed to serve, we find it is necessary that we be provided with a vehicle. The second issue is on street lights. We notice there are some roads that require street lighting, and therefore we would request those who are in position to provide them to ensure that our other roads that do not have street lights, that they are put. The other issue on security, we request, if it is possible, that the government considers to open a police post at Doma so that we enhance security on that side. So those are the issues we have on security that we would request to be addressed. The other issue that we have is concerning the county government, where they said they are buying solar powered lights, about 10,000 of them, and we request if they can consider our location here, so that when they are distributing, they consider us. We also have a number of roads that are in deplorable condition, especially after the heavy rains that we had, especially on the side of Goriodito and Kwamindo. On that side, we have several roads and even others within that require to be upgraded, or to be graded rather, so that we improve the situation. Also, we request that our roads, we consider the roads we have, especially the main one that is coming from Ekatano to Kerwa here. It is a very narrow road, and that is where we have most of the people passing. So we request if that road can be done to improve it. We also have in the education sector, we have noticed that the roads, the schools that we have, the performance, especially at secondary school level, are quite down. Our wish, if the government can consider establishing boarding schools, one for girls and one for boys. We note that like our Kerwa Primary School here, we have a lot of unutilized facilities, and we request if we can have a swap of the schools, whereby we take our secondary school there. Okay. So that at least we have the place becoming our secondary school, perhaps a boarding school, as well as we have technical center there, even for technical learning, so that we utilize those facilities that are there. I am told to conclude very fast, but before I finish, please allow me to mention that at the highway, we are having a very big problem. We do not have a way of us coming to Kerwa. There's no junction. You notice when you are coming from the side of Limuru, we have to go all the way to Kiamba to be able to come to this side. The bridge that was being made at Ekatano was abandoned, and you find that we are actually suffering. You also notice that at Chugamari, there is a bump that was put there, and that is where the sub-county begins. That bump has been causing a lot of accidents, and we request that it be relooked into, even if it means moving it to a higher distance, so that at least we can reduce the accidents there. Now that I'm told we do not have much time, the rest of the presentation, I think we shall make it to the DCC's office. Thank you very much.
Thank you. As you have said, you can do a written memo, and then you present it to the DCC's office. Now, allow me to give a chance to Mama wetu wa Bendera, Veronica. I would wish if you could take the shortest time possible because of the weather. You know, nature does not obey man. So please take the shortest time possible because we have 2 speeches you want to listen from the governor and the president. Karibu mama.
Happy Madaraka Day. Kwa majina ni hivyo umesikia, Veronica Mwaniki. Kwa mtandao ni Kenya Flag Ambassador. Niliamua leo nitakuja kusherehekea na nyinyi. I was supposed to go to Bugoma kusherehekea pamoja na president, lakini nikasema vile Bugoma kutaendelea ndivyo hapa pataendelea. Our chief guest Bwana DCC, nafurahi kwa siku ya leo la ningekuomba kwa jambo moja, uende utetee askari wetu. Juu ni kitu niliona walifanya kitu la maana sana. Ukifika kwa bosi wao, uwatetee wapate life jacket. Niliona kupitia askari wa Kinoo wakiokoa watu kwenye maji. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni jambo moja mimi niliona ingefika kwako, ingekuwa jambo la muhimu sana. Uende uwatetee wapate life jacket, kwa sababu hiyo mafuriko ilipita, watu wengi waliumia. Na nashukuru kwa askari wa Kinoo na askari wote wako Kenya yetu mzima. Ningependa kuambia wa Kenya, siku yoyote ukiona siku kama hii, acha vile unafanya, njoo usherehekee. Sababu hii siku ya leo ni siku ilipiganiwa na wenye walitutangulia wakaenda. Mimi sina mengi la kusema, lakini ningesema happy Madaraka Day.
Thank you very much. If the next speaker will do as what Mama has done, I'll be a happy man. Allow me to invite one mzee from the Mau Mau. The Mau Maus. Hii ni siku yenu. Kama kuna mmoja wetu anaweza sema jambo, tafadhali karibu. Karibu mzee. Karibu sana. Niko sawa.
Wanadisi na wasiwasi wa Kikuyu na utawera abika nyuada murega. Wana nyuada Mau Mau na nyuada murega. Hale tu ajisa wajuada buari wabali. Wisode kuya neguti dikaraka kamango. Ninisha manba kare wakale gutu awo kore Kikuyu. Na widarere enda igwa bada makero ne moru no de kwali shwanyini wa branda ga adode age Kikuyu na ushokia gado kwebo na ndidi wa mukra gado sia Mau Mau dodo era twokire gwaku do atunyitiro geni no gitwani ga ikaro ogwo gado wa mukra bana ndidi roge gwara okwira ogerie wona bana mwana na bitu wana Ruto omure henda twale gwake etwake nile muno tone atunyitiro geni na gitotwara gwake mucie na tugiria gitulugitheria iyokwo ogwo ni atwamokeria kirisho na twaikalia kirisho diko iratu ndocio ndagwa ni watu kenile ogona munene na ukimwere ogwo ore
Sir, with your respect, wanaomba ukifika kwa His Excellency waambie wakati walienda kwake walifurahia sana na wangependa wasaidiwe.
Na mwana enda dlali Kericho
Wakati tulikuwa Kericho
twanyitiro geni muno ni rais.
tulikaribishwa vizuri na rais.
Na twale gwake mucie
Tulikuwa kwake nyumbani.
Tuwa mwana twakeretia kweretia gutugwo.
Tulikaribishwa vizuri.
Nogwo ngemuona.
Ukimuona mshukuru kwa niaba yetu.
Makeria.
Zaidi.
Abere ushauri wake ni ushauri wa bila.
Imeisha.
Na leo kuma ya bila tukwenda kuwa.
Nataka kusema hivi. Nataka kuambia wakubwa wangu hivi.
Nikore kedo tuanda hiyo baji no ne Ruto hiyo dale kwa.
Nilipewa hii baji na rais nikiwa huko kwake.
No mundu mwe oira aigire ni aihenya.
Lakini alisema kwa haraka.
Na hiyo ni baradaro ile na gitadha kame.
Nilipigana wakati wa Mau Mau nikamwaga damu.
Ni odo wa burudi wa Kenya.
Sababu nchi yetu ya Kenya.
Wadarulie latigana naguo.
Hata sitaachana na nchi yangu.
Ni odo usho nikyo gitoni ndani wa baji.
Ndio sababu nilipewa hii medali.
Na hivyo ni Ruto.
Nilipewa na Rais Ruto.
Kumbai ndo ndani kwa.
Wakati nilikuwa kwake.
Ogwa tia ihenya.
Sio ambio.
Na tia kero kenge.
Na sio jambo lingine.
Ni Adamu.
Ni ile damu ilimwagika.
Ni odo usho Mau Mau. Ndio ile damu yako.
Mau Mau ndio alimwaga damu saa.
Ndio damu ya yadi.
Ndio aweze kukomboa hii nchi yetu.
Orosho gikati. Na tukenya kwa ode. Ni mwani atoke baki ni Ruraya.
Murendo tuliwafikia huko Ulaya
na tukawahota
na tukawashinda.
Na leo tumarumirire.
Bado tunawafuata. Bwana asifiwe.
Thank you sana shukrani mzee wetu wa Maumau. Ni kwa sababu ya kujitolea kwenyu ndio tunasherehekea siku hii. Bila kupoteza wakati ningependa kualika mwakilishi wa vijana John, kuja useme jambo kwa niaba ya vijana, na vijana wanakuanga chap chap. Karibu. As I have told the other speakers, take the shortest time possible.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon. Wakaji wa Kerwa, good afternoon. Yangu ni mambo matatu tu, and it is to echo what has been said already. Ken Academy have given you a proposal. If you can have a social hall for the community and also a rehab center for our youth, it can be a very good thing. Kwa sababu hiyo community hall, president anasema siku hizi ni kufinya computer, pesa inatoka. Sasa sisi hatuna place ya kufinya computer, pesa ndio itoke. Tukipata hiyo, tutashukuru sana. Mambo ya pili ni kuhusu drugs. We have a good fight tukiwa tumepigana vizuri na hiyo mambo, na hope community mumeona mambo imechange na pombe hapa kwetu imepungua. Ya mwisho na ni ya haraka juu ya time ni ya kuhusu boy child. Kigathi is my good friend. Amekuwa champion wa boy child. Mimi I've been a champion for the girl child. Nimekuwa nikiwapatia sanitary pads. Lakini nao ninaona ni vizuri tuungane na Savia tutetee boy child. Kama umeangalia presentation hapa, utafiti hawana boy child. Fair loans boy child ni 8. Ken Academy ni 3. Hao boy child wanaenda wapi? Hapo lazima tushikane sisi wote ndio tutetee boy child na Kigathi Savia. Sasa kutoka leo mimi ukiwa na mkutano ya boy child niite, na mimi nitakuitia mama county juu sisi hiyo mimi nakuwa hiyo ofisi na kazi yetu tunashughulika na mambo ya boy child. Na hapa kwetu Kerwa lazima tutetee huyo boy child ndio tumrudishe kwenye laini. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John. Allow me to recognize the presence of our university student leaders. Any team from I'll give one student leader from Presbyterian University to say a word on behalf of the students who are around. Please say a word.
Okay, thank you. The chief guest, allow me ride on established protocol and permit me to greet us all. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. I'm gratified and glad to join us today in celebration of Madaraka Day. I'll be brief, but my name is Aaron Kiprotich Bet. I am the president of the Presbyterian University of East Africa. In addition to what the youth leaders said, wamama mpo, jamii ni wamama, lakini jamii bila vijana haiwezi kuendelea. And my plea to the community, please let us be keen on empowering the young people. Let us be keen on empowering the young people. We have funds such as youth fund that the youths in the community are not having information about this. And to the government, please, let us give empowerment to the young people so that jamii vijana wakiwa empowered, sisi zote tutasonga mbele. I want to wish you happy Madaraka Day na tuwe na weekend njema pasipokuwa na bukta. Asanteni.
Thank you the student leader. Hiyo ni Kiingereza imeenda a group of schools. Sir, with your permission, I just have one last speaker on behalf of the business community and also a leader. Allow me to invite Savia Kigathi to say a word. This will be our last speaker. As he prepares to join us, I will wish if we have any HODs, head of departments, to prepare themselves. I'll just introduce them. Karibu.
Mau, habari zenu. Chief guest, Mr. Charles Raboso, my good friend, the ACCs, the chiefs, and the sub-chiefs. Na wakaji wote ambao ni wakero, hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Mimi naitwa Kigathe Kionywe. Najua mimi sio mgeni sana katika eneo hili kwa sababu nimesomea hii shule ya Kero Primary, na mimi vile vile nimezaliwa hapa chini karibu Kaduma. Na kwa sababu hakuna wakati wa kuongea mambo mengi, ningetaka kusema mambo mazuri mawili matatu. Jambo la kwanza ni kushukuru chief guest, kwa sababu wakati ulipoingia katika Kikuyu usalama haikuwa mzuri sana, lakini wale ambao wanafanya kazi, the business community, haswa wale ambao wanauza mashamba huko chini na pande ya Deia, kulikuwa na watu ambao walikuwa na bastora na walikuwa na tesa watu sana, lakini ulipoingia tukapata mkutano wako wa kwanza, mambo imetulia zaidi. Jambo la pili ambalo limeongelewa na mzee mmoja hapa kuhusu mambo ya Sigona ward, ni kweli watu ambao wako pande nyingine habana nafasi ya kuvuka pande nyingine wakati kumenyesha, na kumekuwa na mauaji mengi sana pale barabarani kwa sababu ya accidents. Na tungekuomba chief guest, kwa sababu wewe ni rafiki wa rais na wewe vile vile ni rafiki wa wale ambao wamekaribia rais, pale katika Zabezi tuwekewe ka flyover, ka footpath, ndio watoto wa shule pale kwa underpass kuna maji mingi sana, na maji mvua inaponyesha inajaa sana. Angalau tuwekee ka footpath ya watoto ndio wapate kuingia kwa shule. Hapa kumezungumziwa mambo yake. Juzi tumempoteza mmoja wetu ambaye ni kijana wa Thiong'o hapa Kaduma, ambaye alikuwa amerewa chakari akapitia kwenye ile underpass na akakufa maji. Jambo hili lifikie mkubwa. Jambo la tatu ambao ni muhimu zaidi, mimi nimesikia nikiitwa surveyor wa mashamba, na hii ni mambo ya county government, na tumezungumza na watu na wakaaji wa Kenya mzima ya kwamba hawa mama ambao walikuwa kwenye Mau wamepigania mashamba yetu, mashamba ambao wamefanya wamepoteza mpaka bwana zao. Haya mashamba siku hizi ukifanya subdivision ni lazima uitishwe rad rates, na hizo rad rates ziko kwenye finance bill ya kitambo ya 2016. Tunataka kusema namna hii katika siku ya leo ya kwamba wale ambao wako katika bunge la county, kuna ile finance bill ambayo ni ya mwaka huu, wajaribu watoe vile vipengele ambazo zinafanya mtu alipe rates za mashamba ambayo ni ya freehold. Na tumekuwa tukisema namna hii, kauli yetu ni moja, wazirolate mashamba ambayo sio ya lease, ni ya freehold ambayo ni ya umma. Na mambo ya ine katugwa doito mera ito tito maroire twakira bunge ya county mahinda maya ma migude no itu twaroire inyu mwathire githaka wa gicero mumenye migura itu ati mungi ya kuria freeholds ni mugutahwo ni mukwenda mutaho magura ni mukwenda riu makirwa atiriri migude no twaroire county government eko tafadhali waweze kufanya mambo ambayo tumefanya. Ya mwisho tumeongea mambo ya about child, na ni kweli huyu kijana amesema mambo ya about child. Mimi nimekuwa katika mstari wa mbele na niko na hiyo initiative ya adopt a boy child, ndio nitoe ile siba ambayo sisi wapati tulikuwa vijana wadogo tulikuwa tunaguruma, na saa hii ukiita kijana mdogo hapa kuja aongee hawezi ongea. Kwa hivyo bwana DCC tunakuarifu ya kwamba kuna ule uhamba, na ndio anake acio airĩtu aitũ makahikionea tondũ angĩkorwo anake aitũ tirĩ nĩ makamahikia nĩa nĩ kũrĩ. Koguo aciari mũtũteithie mũno tũkĩrie boy child, mwathiĩ kũheana sanitary pads mũkarikana boy child nĩ abatiĩ kũheo kĩndũ, tiguo? Kwa hivyo mtushike mkono tunapofanya ile initiative. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, Asante sana watu wa Kerwa. May God bless you.
Thank you sana. Thank you very much, Kigate. Now, sir, with your permission, allow me to introduce the staff from your office. Just a quick introduction. Kama kuna wenye wako karibu, please come in front. Wale wako karibu, the team from the DCC's office. Kama I don't have the HODs here. Allow me, sir, to introduce the chiefs and assistant chiefs. Kujeni mbele, chiefs and assistant chiefs. This is the team that works on the ground. Naona wameng'ara kabisa, nguo imekubali mwili. Allow me just to ask them to salute, alafu wakae. Chiefs, salute. Tuketi chini. Thank you very much. Allow me, sir, to introduce the divisional teams led by the ACCs. I'll give the ACCs to say their names and also introduce the divisional security teams members. Karibuni. Allow me to start with the host, Kiema. Introduce those officers who work with you closely here.
With your permission, sir, I wish to take this opportunity to introduce my divisional security committee, which comprises of OCS, Kikuyu, OCS, Kerwa, and in charge, Thogoto Police Station. Okay, thank you. Hawa ndio wale watu tunafanya kazi na wao karibu sana kwa kuhakikisha usalama iko kwa division yetu ya Kikuyu. So nimeambiwa wanaweza kujitambulisha majina alafu tutasonga mbele.
Amjabone. Naitwa Paul Juguna, OCS Kikuyu Police Station. Asante.
Good afternoon. I am Lydia Ruta, OCS Kerwa Police Station.
Good afternoon. I'm Inspector Patrick Amwai, in charge of Thogoto Police Post.
Pia tuko na Deputy OCS Kerwa. Sorry, ulikuwa umevunikwa kidogo. Thank you. Asante. So,
Sub-County Security Team. My name is Mark Muge, Assistant County Commissioner, Kino Division. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Kwa majina naitwa Lamanken Sintei, ACC Karai. Nikipatia mkubwa Mike, tunawakaribisha watu wa Kerwa. On October 20th, tutakuwa pande ya Karai Nachu. So you are all welcomed. Mama Maua, flags, tukuje pande hiyo.
Thank you the divisional security teams. Hawa ndio wanashikilia usalama pale at the divisional level. Now it is my pleasure to invite the sub-county administrator to give us the speech from the governor, and also if there is any member of the county government staff, go ahead please and introduce. Karibu bwana sub-county admin.
So, our DCC, representatives of OCPD office, wakiongozwa na OCS, ACC is present, na wana Kerwa, God is good, and all the time. Kwa majina naitwa Kibathi, mimi ndiye sub-county admin wa Kikuyu, na langu ni kusema nimetumwa na governor kwanza lileta salamu zake za Madaraka Day. Mmezipokea? Mmezipokea? Ya pili, nilikuwa nisome speech yake, lakini before nisome hiyo speech, ningetaka kuongea mambo matatu. Kitu ya kwanza, venye Ken Academy wanasema, hata sisi wenyewe tumejiangalia hapa na tukaona boy child hayuko well represented. Sio kama mmeona hivyo. Kuna watoto walikuwa wanatubukiza hapa na tukaona hakuna hata kijana hata mmoja. Kwa hivyo bwana Savia venye umesema adopt a child, tunakuomba uendelee na that project for things to be better. Another thing, nimesikia watu bado wa Ken Academy wakiongea maneno ya drug abuse. Sijui kama umesikia hiyo maneno. Tukiongozwa na wa DCC na OCPD na watu wake wakiongozwa na OCS, ili jambo la drug abuse hatuchukuli kwa mchezo. Na sana sana ikifika ni mambo za pombe, sisi ofisi ya county pamoja tukishikana na DCC, kuna venye tunaomba wakazi wa Kikuyu mtuangalie sana zile basi na operate without license na wenye wana operate kwa ile masaa yenye haifai, kwa sababu hata sisi tumeweka mikakati yenye tutapambana na hayo maneno za pombe. Hiyo kitu kingine ni kusema, I'm sure hata nyinyi mwenyewe mmeona our governors ikifika na maneno za mirandi, I'm sure ukienda kwa almost all wards utaona kuna ECDs zimeweza kujengwa na kuna mambo ya fertilizers, hiyo mko witness, maneno za chicks na bado anaendelea kuleta. Sijui kama hizo mwaziona. Ya mwisho, kabla nisome hotuba ya our governor, ni kuambia wale watu wako na watoto ama people living with disability, on 21st tutakuwa tunafanya assessment ya hao watu ili sawa kuwa registered, na itakuwa pale Musa Gitau Social Hall. Kwa hivyo mkuje on 21st na mkuje na hao watu. So sina mengi ya kusema. Naomba mkuu wavumilivu kidogo nisome hotuba ya governor yenye nitachukua shortest time possible. Na nikianza, speech by His Excellency the Governor Dr. Kimani Wamatangi, EGH, during Madaraka Day celebrations, Saturday 1st June 2024. Fellow Kiambu residents, today we gather to celebrate an important occasion in our nation's history, Madaraka Day. On this day, 60 years ago, Kenya took its first steps towards self-governance, ending decades of brutal colonial rule that began in 1920. This day marks the dawn of a new era where Kenyans were finally able to govern themselves, shaping their own destiny and future. As we celebrate the 61st anniversary of Madaraka Day, it is fitting to acknowledge the significant strides we have made in governance and development. Kenya has blossomed into a prosperous democracy, recognized for its adoption of a progressive constitution with a robust Bill of Rights. The constitution ushered in devolution, which has seen development reach every corner of our country. This is an achievement that cannot be overstated. It has been a game changer. Here in Kiambu, we are pleased that devolution has started transforming our country through an array of projects that we have rolled out as we complete our second year in office. I am proud to inform the people of Kiambu that after 10 years of slow growth, Kiambu is now on the right trajectory thanks to the strategies and interventions we have put in place. Since we took over the reins of this county, we embark on the journey of making Kiambu great again, and I am proud that our vision remains firmly on course. Ladies and gentlemen, in line with this year's Madaraka Day theme, agriculture and food security, my administration has prioritized agriculture and food security by coming up with ingenious ways of empowering our farmers, who form the core of our population. My administration has been distributing vital farm inputs including maize seeds, fertilizers, and avocado seedlings. We have distributed improved genetics to over 40,000 women across the county to economically empower them. The periods of our homes lift the family incomes as well as enhance the school eggs feeding program. In the next financial year, we plan to distribute piglets and heifers to boost farming in Kiambu. To support our farmers, the contract to supply milk to our ECDs has been awarded to Githunguri Dairy, creating market for our dairy farmers and ensuring resources benefit local farmers. The Department of Agriculture, Livestock and Veterinary Services offers subsidized conventional artificial insemination services in all the 12 sub-counties. The department offers subsidized sex cements through a partnership with dairy cooperative where the county meets 50% of the buying cost while dairy farming contributes the other 50% through dairy cooperatives. The Directorate of Veterinary Services continuously undertakes animal diseases, surveillances, and offer mass vaccination on need basis against diseases such as lumpy skin, foot and mouth, and rabies. On public health, the Directorate undertakes mandatory anti and post-mortem meat inspection in all the 15 slaughterhouses and slaughter slabs within the county. In aquaculture, my government has helped fish farmers construct fish pots and provide resources like fingerings, borderlines, and nets. My administration supports value addition by dairy cooperative through supply of modern dairy equipment including coolers, pasteurizers, milk ATMs, and digital weigh scales. To revitalize coffee farming, we have assisted coffee cooperatives return to profitability. For instance, we assisted the 16,000 members Komodhai Coffee Farmers Cooperative revive their mill. We are also in the process of sinking a borehole, constructing a perimeter wall, and building a capping laboratory. We are committed to revitalize the cooperative sector. In the coming financial year, we plan to support sunflower and cassava growings in our semi-arid areas. Ladies and gentlemen, affordable healthcare is one of the key areas that my administration has prioritized. Late last year, Kiambu led in implementing the Universal Healthcare Program, ensuring medical access for our people through the Kiambu Afya, popularly known as Wamatangi Care. This was in support of His Excellency President Dr. William Ruto's vision of accessible healthcare, a crucial part of bottom-up transformation agenda, that is BETA, that's BETA. Partnering with the National Hospital Insurance Fund, that is NHIF, we enrolled 100,000 households benefiting over 500,000 individuals. The medical cover has enhanced benefits covering chronic diseases like hypertension and diabetes. Also, included is a last expense cover, offering Kenya shillings 100,000 to the family of a deceased beneficiary to assist with funeral expenses. Just last week, Mr. Kamau Kimani of Gagoya Village in Duberi Ward expressed his gratitude to the county government after the Wamatangi Care Program paid all his medical bill incurred at a hospital in Ngong, Kajiado County. Kamau's story is mirrored across the county, where the scheme is assisting residents in obtaining medical care. Our health facilities are well stocked with medicines and other supplies, and we are focused on controlled procurement to reduce costs and ensure continuous supply. The Central Medical Store in Ruiru, which is now complete, will streamline drug distribution for continuous facility stocking. Regarding medical infrastructure, my administration has embarked on upgrading health facilities across the county. The construction of 13 new level 3 hospitals and upgrading 5 more to level 3 status will add our capacity to nearly 1,500 beds. We are constructing new 2 level 4 hospitals in Gashoshoro and Karori at a cost of 500 million. The stored hospitals projects in Tigoni, Bibirioni, Wagigi, Dari, and Zogoto, which we inherited from the previous administrations, are now nearing completion. Upon construction of all these hospitals, our bed capacity will increase from 2,700 to 4,200. Ladies and gentlemen, the county government prioritizes urban development as a crucial mandate, recognizing the need for meticulous planning amid rapid population growth. 6 new municipalities, that is Githunguri, Lari, Gatundu, Juja, Kabete, and Githurai, have been established, securing substantial annual grants of between 400 million to 500 million from entities like the World Bank. This funding is earmarked for vital infrastructure projects, including road tarmacking, water connectivity, sewerage systems, street lighting, and modern markets. Kiambu is set to receive a significant portion of 7.8 billion funding from the World Bank Kenya Urban Support Program, that is KUSP. Out of this, 1.6 billion will go to municipalities such as Kiambu, Karuri, Thika, Limuru, Kikuyu, Ruiru, and Juja. Notably, Onre Juja was considered in the newly conferred municipalities due to its population density as compared to other 5 municipalities. Municipal boards and managers of these municipalities have already been appointed. The county is in the process of digitizing the land registry, automating building plans, approval processes, and implementing an informal settlement upgrading program through the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvements Project, that is KISIP. Title deeds will soon be issued to inhabitants of areas like Yadutu, Indhika, Madaraka, Kanjeru, and Karaji. We have conducted land clinics in various wards in order to enhance service delivery to promote public adherence to guidelines on property development, land rates payment, and compliance with county requirements. My administration vision extends beyond infrastructure improvements to industrialization, with a focus on transforming Thika into an industrial smart city. Already, the county has set aside land for entablment of an economic processing zone and provision of affordable housing. The smart city will lead an increase in industries, improved transport infrastructure, as well as development of a competitive edge in advanced technology. We aim to collaborate with the national government and the private sector to actualize these dreams that will lead to the creation of over 50,000 jobs and drive economic growth in Kiambu. Ladies and gentlemen, to catalyze socio-economic transformation, my administration prioritizes revamping the county's road network, a key aspect of my manifesto. Our aim is to ensure well-maintained and accessible roads across 60 wards. To improve mobility and accessibility countywide, my government has embarked on a robust road construction, rehabilitation and improvement program targeting over 1,000 kilometers of access roads. This program focuses on use of county roads maintenance units, that is graders, compactors, rollers, excavators, water boards, shovels, and backhoes. That is backhoes distributed across the 12 sub-counties covering the 60 wards. We have acquired a new fleet comprising of 5 dumping trucks, 1 prime movers plus 1 low loader, and 1 water bozer to boost in-house capacity. We will build 5 new bridges, that is Kahawa Wedani, Wakatimu, Theta Gatongora, Miumia, and Maiguti to improve connectivity. In addition, we will complete all area-initiated motorable bridges and ongoing roads works. Further, we plan to procure stone crushers and asphalt concrete plants to boost our capacity for continuous improvement of roads, construction, and related infrastructure development programs. However, it is worth noting that we experienced heavy rainfall that led to damage of access roads and stormwater drainage system due to blockage by encroachment of waterways and repairing floods by unscrupulous developers. Haphazard solid waste disposal leading to immense flooding. We are committed to improving accessibility through revamping road network and associated infrastructure. I urge all Kiambu residents to observe sobriety in avoiding blockage of waterways. My good people of Kiambu, in a commitment to securing a brighter future for our children, our Leave No Child Behind initiative has sparked a transformative shift in education across Kiambu. To eliminate barriers, we have enhanced bursary allocation from 100 million Kenya shillings to 500 Kenya shillings million, thereby removing financial obstacles that hindered countless needy children from accessing education. In the year 2023, that is last year, we gave bursaries worth 300 million to around 78,000 beneficiaries. This year, we are going to disburse bursaries worth Kenya shillings 500 million. Already, we have disbursed 400 million and the check are being distributed to the beneficiaries. This enhanced bursary allocation will assist more needed students as well as increase the amount of received by each beneficiaries. The amount allocated to each beneficiaries has increased to Kenya shillings 500 to above, and the very vulnerable are awarded full scholarships. Upon assuming office, I made a firm commitment to transform the state of early childhood education centers, that is ECDs, in Kiambu. Towards its end, 104 ECD centers are in various stages of completion and will be open for use later this month. The next phase involves the construction of 120 ECD centers, with construction expected to start in the month of August this year. By 2026, all 524 ECD centers will have been modernized. my government has committed towards elevation of nutritional standards of Kiambu ECD learners by investing in a robust feeding program. ECDE children receive a bowl of 45 OG daily, 3 boiled eggs weekly, and a packet of pasteurized milk to boost health development. This initiative
Arena generator. Hana.
Okay, thank you. My government has committed towards elevation of the nutritional standards of Kiambu ECD learners by investing in a robust feeding program. A bowl of 45 UG, 3 boiled eggs weekly, and a package of pasteurized milk to boost health development. To enhance co-curriculum activities among Kiambu ECD learners, my government has installed a play station consisting of 6-seater merry-go-round, single slides, 3-seater swings, and constructed a third pitch in a new ECD centers. Ladies and gentlemen, turning to the water sector, under the Maji Nyumbani initiative, the Department of Water, Environment, Energy and Natural Resources has already procured and supplied over 200 kilometers pipe network to the 8 county water companies. As we progressively supply water to Kiambu residents through our water companies, we have managed to connect over 15,000 households. In a bid to increase water sources within the county, so as to be able to meet the increasing water demand, my administration has embarked on a program to drill and equip 17 new boreholes, as well as operationalize 10 existing boreholes. Some of the boreholes include Gatonambu, Deru, Mariani, Jiku, Lari DCC, just to mention but a few. We are also ensuring that existing boreholes projects such as Reuderi, Gatina, Mitahato, among others, are functional and fully utilized. Projects such as Gitogodi borehole project and Gadaje village borehole are already complete. Our water companies have managed to install nearly 100 kilometers of the pipes supplied and are in the process of laying all other pipes in areas under our plan. We have supplied 56 10,000 liter plastic tanks in various public institutions, including ECDs and hospitals across the county, in a bid to enhance rainwater harvesting. We have also rehabilitated 15 existing public toilets, constructed 11 new VIP toilets in cemeteries, and constructed 3 modern toilets in public spaces. In a pursuit to growing 1 million trees, we have grown nearly 150,000 tree seedlings. In addition, we have already established the Mama Gena and Kikuyu People's Park to provide a safe space for people to unwind and enjoy God's creation. Other public parks are in the process of being established. To enhance waste collection, we have installed nearly 106 liters bins and skip bins, procured 2 new dump trucks, and are in the process of receiving a new compactor to enhance transportation of waste across the county. In collaboration with the Japanese International Cooperative Agency, that is JICA, we have made significant improvements at our Kangoki dump site through the use of landfill method to ensure safe handling waste. Ladies and gentlemen, in line with the bottom-up philosophy, we are committed to giving Mama Boga conducive environment to conduct their trade. That is why my administration is constructing 8 markets across the county, each worth approximately 50 million. In addition, my administration is putting up 18 more markets in partnership with the national government. Out of 18, 7 are mega markets worth 500 million each, while remaining 11 are each worth Kenya shillings 50 million. The markets are in various stages of implementation, and by the close of the year, majority will be complete. For our vibrant border riders, my government has not forgotten you. By the end of this financial year, each ward will have 3 modern border sheds. On industrialization, my government, in partnership with the national government, is constructing an industrial park at Warohio Farm. This is to promote value chain development of farm produce through aggregation of industries, warehousing, incubation centers, and entrepreneurial development. In addition, we are constructing car wash bays, modern kiosks, and shoe shine booths to promote our MSCs. This initiative is also aimed at empowering our youth, women, and people living with disabilities. On tourism, my government is in partnership with the Ministry of Tourism to rehabilitate and repackage tourism products in the county, starting with 14 Falls, Madore Viewpoint, and Kenare Forest, that is Elephant Maternity. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the projects we have carried out in the Department of Youth and Sports include the upgrading of Thika Stadium, Kawe Stadium, Githunguri Stadium, the Gio Sports Ground, Keragari Sports Ground, and Kajero Stadium. The scope of work entails completion of studs, construction of stalls along the perimeter wall, leveling, compacting and planting of grass, and installation of astroturf. We have also exposed our youth in various programs to support their innovation and creativity. The county partnered with the various agencies like Kenya Film Commission, Safaricom, Meta, among others, to train the youth on different skills that would assist them become more productive. In bringing services closer to the people, we have ensured that all our sub-county offices are in good shape through renovation and completion the stalled one. Ladies and gentlemen, all these achievements are the result of the prudent and economic use of public resources, which has remained the cornerstone of my administration. As part of financial reforms, I am happy to note that the new digital system is now operational. The system has sealed all leakages in revenue streams. On the ballooning wage bill, I wish to confirm that we have already engaged a consultant to carry out a comprehensive forensic audit of the payroll management system and human resources. This will help us clean out our payroll and avoid paying ghost workers, hence managing our wage bill. As I conclude, I appeal to all leaders in our great county to embrace unity of purpose. Let us stop these unnecessary wrangles that are likely to be detrimental to our county. The people are looking to us to deliver on the promises we made to them. We should not be let down. Happy Madaraka Day to all. Thank you and God bless you Kenyans. So, wanakorwa, nikimalizia hiyo ni speech ya my governor Kimani wa Matangi. Na kama venye nilikuwa nimesema hapo awali, nilisikia wana Ken wakisema, watoto wa Ken Academy, maneno za rehabilitation centers. My DCC is my witness. Saizi county government ya Kiambu tunatafuta land shamba huko Nachu kwenye tutaweza kuweka rehab. At least tuone vijana wetu hawajaangamia kwa hili maneno za dawa za kulevya. Na jambo lingine nilikuwa nimesema, alcoholism ama pombe, mnaona hata national government wanajaribu kupigana na pombe. Hata sisi kama county government tuna ensure that zile bars na operate without licenses tumeweza kufanya enforcement, na hata wenye wako na licenses tuna ensure that wanatumia hiyo license kuuza chenye inafaa na kufuata masaa yenye inafaa. Sina mengi la kusema, langu ni kuwaishia a very well Madaraka Day na Mungu awabariki. Asanteni.
Thank you very much, the sub-county admin, for the governor's speech. Without more ado, ningewaomba tusimame tujinyoshe kidogo as we welcome the guest of honor today to give us the presidential speech. Karibu afande. Wazee wanaweza keti kama hawataweza kusimama. The rest of us can remain standing. Karibu sana.
Tuketi tafadhali. My sub-county admin is short. Is it Asante? We'll try like that. Asante sana bwana Assistant County Commissioner 1, msaidizi wangu, wanachama wa kamati ya usalama ya sub-county, machief, manaibu wangu, Assistant County Commissioner Kino na ule mwingine wa Karai, machief na manaibu wao, bwana Sub County Administrator mwakilishi wa County Government wa Kiambu, wanachama wa community policing, wanafunzi, akina mama na wazee, naomba niwasalimie amjambo. Amjambo tena. Muriega rege. Chamge. Oya ore uru. Niendelee. Hata wewe kuja uendelee kuanzia hapo. Kwanza kabisa niseme ni asanti kwa kila mmoja wetu ambaye amechukua nafasi yake kujumuika na sisi kwenye hii sherehe ya 61 ya Jamhuri, Madaraka Day. Najulishwa kwamba Kerwa hakujawahi kuwa na sherehe kama hii. Kwa hivyo tumevunja rekodi na tunashukuru kwa sababu wakaaji wa Kerwa wamekuja kwa wingi na wametulia mpaka sasa. Na nashukuru sana kwa sababu mmechukua muda wenu kujumuika na sisi. Kwa wakati huu ningependa niwaalike tujiunge na Mheshimiwa Rais wa taifa letu, Mheshimiwa Daktari William Samoei Ruto kwenye sherehe ya 61 ya Madaraka ambayo kwa hii siku ya leo imesherekewa kule Masinde Muliro Stadium, Kandui, Bungoma County. Na wakaribisha tujiunge na Wakenya wengine kwenye hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais. It is a great honor for me to join you here at this stadium named to honor the memory of Kenya's finest sons, illustrious freedom fighters and exemplary leader Masinde Muliro, and to lead Kenya in celebrating the 61st Madaraka Day. On this anniversary, we mark the emphatic success of our freedom struggle, the triumph of the many gallant men and women who made immense sacrifices for the cause of freedom and justice, and the vindication of the principles and values which inspired the people of Kenya to stand as one, to resist oppression, and to unite to claim their sovereignty and to win the freedom to build a nation in accordance with their aspirations. The reason for marking this day is principally that the aspirations which motivated our heroes over 6 decades ago are not only alive today, but they are also the bright flame that sets our souls and minds alight with ambition and urgency and illuminates the path for each one of us to pursue the progress and prosperity of our households, families, and the nation. Madaraka, our self-governing mandate, is not an accident in our history. Rather, it is the affirmation of the timeless values embraced and articulated by our ancestors in their resistance to colonial invasion and the culmination of the vision and passion of the succeeding generation, which bravely took on a mighty empire and won. Today, we are no longer at the starting blocks of the race to progress. We have come a long way. In the course of our journey, we have made Kenya a strong state, anchored by a people united by fierce patriotism, love for one another, a shared vision of progress, and a public service with a high capacity to coordinate development and security. Additionally, our country is a thriving, competitive, and a diversified economy well into its transformation takeoff, and a democracy which protects freedom, drives democracy, and places the people of Kenya at the front and at the center as the authors and the beneficiaries of their nation's affair. Therefore, every person in this country has the freedom and opportunity to make their contribution by giving their best in what they do. This is the source of our glory. Madaraka recognizes that Kenya's freedom was won by resolute farmers and determined workers on their shambas and their brave sons and daughters in the forests, cities, factories, and plantations. Madaraka reminds us to not to look down upon the labors of others, regardless of their occupations, because work makes a great people and a strong nation. Rather, Madaraka encourages us to do whatever we must to honor and support everyone who works, because that is the best way of achieving prosperity and security. Madaraka celebrates the birth of a nation out of the totality of the labors of millions of its people. Today is the day to remember that all work is important. Every hustle matters, and that nation building is a bottom-up affair. Let no one look down upon the fire or livelihood of another, and let no one be made to feel despised because of their work. Our economy depends on every form of service and labor. From the milling of sugarcane, millet and sorghum, to the ginning of cotton and the roasting of coffee beans in this country, our agriculture sector continues to fire the powerful engine of economic transformation to propel this great nation into a food-secure, internationally competitive trading giant that can hold its own in the East African community and leverage other trading frameworks such as COMESA, African Growth and Opportunity AGOA, and African Continental Free Trade Area. With ease, agriculture remains sufficiently attractive enough to sustain investment in every node of the food system. Agriculture's direct contribution to our GDP is 25%, while its indirect support to the other economic pillars, such as manufacturing, boosts the GDP by a further 27%. Agriculture also employs, directly or otherwise, an estimated 40% of our population. To build a robust and a thriving economy, enhance social inclusion, and improve environmental conservation in this critical sector, the government has deployed an agriculture-led whole of society approach in the form of bottom-up economic transformation agenda, of which agriculture is a critical strategic pillar. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we will reduce hunger, fight poverty, and improve the health outcomes of Kenyans. I am particularly delighted that agriculture and food security are the chosen theme of this year's celebration. We appreciate the determination of small-scale farmers who are the backbone of Kenya's agriculture sector in their efforts to produce sufficient and varied food to meet their nutritional, health, and other daily needs. Against many odds, our farmers have defied systemic and structural constraints and limitations to make a contribution to household and national food security requirements and to propel the economy. We understand, we cherish, and value them. Consequently, we have partnered effectively with farmers and other food system value chain actors such as input suppliers, producers, processors, and support service providers to transform their productivity beyond subsistence and enhance the country's food security. This has been made possible through interventions in key value chains like maize, livestock, tea, coffee, edible oils, cashew nuts, pyrethrum, flowers, avocado, and macadamia nuts. We now have the potential to become competitive regionally and globally by utilizing the unique capacity of cooperatives to mobilize production on scale through the provision of government-supported agriculture extension services. The sugar industry is a highly strategic subsector whose value chains have been in the mainstay of the local economies of our sugar belt and a generator of the much needed jobs. For this reason, we are firmly committed to ensuring that the sugar industry returns maximum value to all actors in its value chains, beginning with the initial and foundational entrepreneur, the cane grower. To accomplish this, we have implemented a number of radical measures. We have written off 110 billion worth of sugar factories debts accumulated over 40 years. A new leasing model that will guarantee prompt payment for cane deliveries by farmers, timely wages for factory workers, and bonuses to sugarcane farmers every end of the year like other crops. I call upon relevant agencies to accelerate the review process and to incorporate proceeds from byproducts. As part of my commitments to invest 2 million Kenya shillings 2 billion into sugarcane development through state-owned mills, after leasing is completed, I am proud to announce that the government has approved the first tranche of Kenya shillings 600 million for seed cane development, and the National Treasury shall shortly release these funds. Recently, as smallholder tea farmers exported Keteba's value-added teas to West Africa and China. The government has also increased farm-to-table food safety through frameworks such as the Food Safety Policy and Food Safety Coordination Bill. To enhance our capacity to coordinate agricultural production and deliver services to the sector more efficiently, we are developing and integrating a farmers and agripreneurs database into the Kenya Integrated Agriculture Information System. As we speak, the database already has 6.4 million registered farmers, and our aim is to serve them better by improving access, sharing, and utilization of information in the agricultural sector. The power of this database is beyond doubt. In recent months, farmers have been able to access subsidized fertilizer from the fertilizer subsidy program, as well as animal feed and certified seeds more easily and affordably. Since we began to distribute subsidized fertilizer last year, 15 million bags of crop and soil-specific fertilizers have been distributed. Our strategic interventions have led to a marked increase in the value addition initiatives. Measures are underway to boost coffee production from 2 kilograms to 10 kilograms per tree, and from 50,000 metric tons to 102,000 metric tons a year by 2027. Under the coffee sector reforms that we initiated, a Kenya shillings 4 billion coffee cherry fund was established, Kenya shillings 2 billion of which has been paid, with a balance allocation for payment in the 2024-2025 financial year. This will ensure farmers get good returns for their investment. We are also writing off the Kenya shillings 6.9 billion debt owed by coffee cooperative societies. In the edible oils value chain, the government is boosting the production of sunflower, palm oil, and canola by working with the counties. In 2023, 70 tons of sunflower seeds were purchased, with 40 tons distributed to farmers. Another 40 tons of seed have been allocated to the Agricultural Development Corporation for seed multiplication. Additionally, the government, through the Agriculture and Food Authority, has procured and distributed 500 metric tons of seeds worth Kenya shillings 241 million to farmers in 24 counties. In the 2024-2025 financial year, Kenya shillings 414 million has been budgeted for this program under the National Edible Oils Promotion Project. We are on course to increase cotton production from 200, I repeat, we are on course to increase cotton production from 2,500 bales in 2022 to 107,000 bales by 2025 and modernize ginaries. The aim is to expand cotton farming from 9,300 acres in 2022 to 41,000 acres in 2023, distributing 15,700 kilograms of seeds to farmers in Busia and another 20,000 kilograms to farmers in Meru, Makueni, Kitui, and Machakos. Subsidized fertilizer will be provided through the tried and tested e-voucher system. Additionally, 5,000 acres have been harvested in Lamu. The government has also worked with stakeholders to negotiate a price increase for farmers from Kenya shillings 54 a kilo to Kenya shillings 72. In the 2024-2025 financial year, Kenya shillings 150 million has been allocated for the cotton industry revitalization. We have also witnessed the negative effects of climate change, most notably through extreme climatic phenomena. Last year, a long, bitter drought ended, giving way to a spell of vicious storms and devastating floods. It is now clear to us all that climate change presents serious challenge to food security and economic recovery. The flooding, mudslides, and landslides that the country has experienced in the past 6 months may have slowed us a little. However, the effects of global warming have not killed our resolve to become food secure and grow economically. Instead, climate-related risks and hazards have strengthened our determination to increase investment in climate action to build resilience against the disruptive forces of nature. The government will continue to champion afforestation and the restoration of degraded landscapes and mobilize Kenyans to plant trees throughout the Republic to restore the environment and biodiversity. We encourage increased use of climate-smart technologies such as mobile grain dryers, mobile soil assessment laboratories, and irrigation. We have made progress towards fulfilling our commitment to build 100 dams and 1,000 small dams in different parts of the country to facilitate sustainable water use and increase irrigated land by 500,000 acres by 2026. The government is in discussions with the African Development Bank and other multilateral institutions to implement this program. To control livestock diseases and pests, the Kenya Veterinary Vaccines Production Institute produced 35 million doses of assorted livestock vaccines in 2023. To bring young people into farming, we have revitalized the 4K and Young Farmers Clubs to interest and introduce children to agriculture. This administration has invested more than Kenya shillings 2.2 billion in the promotion and financing of agribusiness, entrepreneurship, and supported initiatives such as incubation and project management. On this 61st Madaraka Day, we join the people of Bungoma, Kenyans of goodwill, and Friends of Kenya to acknowledge the contributions that food chain value actors have made towards the country's food, nutritional, and economic needs. The food value chains actors who exhibited their goods and services in the run-up to this celebration include outstanding individuals, input suppliers and service providers, farmer producer organizations and cooperative societies, other service providers in digitally enabled agriculture, financial institutions supporting agriculture business, research institutions, food processing entities, ambassadors of our development partners, and insurance companies, which have helped us strengthen the bottom over the past 12 months. Kenyan farmers have made remarkable progress in their efforts to make safe, nutritious, and sufficient food available to every citizen all year round. Since December 2023, through collective efforts and determination to increase household food stocks and improve food production, we have stabilized the country's food security situation. Arid and semi-arid lands, ASALs, cover about 80% of Kenya and hold about 60% of our livestock population. Approximately 14.6 million Kenyans who live in the ASALs derive their livelihoods primarily from the livestock sector, which contributes 12% to the country's GDP and employs 50% of the agricultural labor force. ASALs and livestock sector are therefore critical to the nation's food security. To actualize the bottom-up economic transformation agenda in relation to the livestock sector, the government is focusing on commercializing and reforming the sector and improving livestock performance. Our commercialization agenda has given priority to leather, dairy, and red meat value chains under projects like Livestock Commercialization Project, which supports 110,000 vulnerable youth and women-led livestock-dependent households in 10 counties. The project has developed solar-powered boreholes and water ponds, rehabilitated several livestock markets and slaughterhouses, bred thousands of animals, provided agricultural equipment, pasture and fodder seeds, and trained the youth in animal health. We are invested in developing our leather subsector to support competitive export industries, supporting many thriving enterprises and households. In this connection, we have committed to implement strategies aimed at increasing incomes from Kenya shillings 15 billion to Kenya shillings 120 billion a year, multiplying job opportunities from 17,000 to 100,000 and raising annual footwear production from the current 8 million to 36 million pairs worth Kenya shillings 72 billion by 2027. It is essential to a strategy that we transform the leather value chain from one driven by exports of raw material and semi-processed products to a sophisticated industry manufacturing internationally competitive finished leather and leather products, thus mopping up to 3 million hides and 18 million skins produced each year. We are developing local capacity to handle hides and skins to provide quality raw material, tanning, as well as the local manufacturing of finished leather goods such as shoes, bags, and belts. Financially, our commitments are as follows. Kenya shillings 400 million has been allocated to upgrade the Ewasongiro South Development Authority leather factory. Kenya shillings 200 million of the funds will be used to acquire modern equipment, Kenya shillings 100 million to build a footwear factory, and Kenya shillings 100 million to mop up hides and skins. Machinery for increasing processing capacity at the factory has already been procured and installed. To supply quality hides and skins, 703 flayers have been trained and subsidized flaying equipment provided to 680 slaughter points. At the same time, the construction of the Kenya Leather Industrial Park at Kanania, Machakos County, is 80% complete. This park will have a common effluent treatment plant, 2 tanneries, 2 leather manufacturing plants, and 100 acres for investors to set up leather factories by the end of the year. In the dairy industry, we are committed to enhancing annual milk production from 5.1 billion liters to 10 billion liters by 2027, raising the market share of processed and formally marketed milk from 30% to 50%. This will lead to an increase in processed milk exports from 1 billion liters a year by 2027. The value of processed milk increased by 7.4% from 755 million liters in 2022 to 811 million liters in 2023. Kenya shillings 600 million was released last week to new KCC to pay farmers promptly as part of the build-up of the milk revolving fund, which is estimated to be Kenya shillings 3 billion. The government's 6-point plan for the dairy industry covers, among other actions, installing milk coolers in dairy cooperatives, providing tax incentives, reducing trade barriers, and establishing a dairy stabilization revolving fund to manage milk surpluses and deficits, and promoting higher nationwide milk consumption to improve health, especially the growth and the development of young Kenyans. The government's intervention in the red meat value chain are similarly robust and have led to an 8.6% increase in meat exports from 15,000 metric tons valued at Kenya shillings 9 billion in 2022 to 16,000 metric tons valued at Kenya shillings 10 billion. There has also been a 42% growth in the export of live animals from 33,000 animals in 2022 to 47,000 animals in 2023. The government will build 450 fenced feedlots in 31 counties to increase annual red meat production by an additional 108,500 metric tons valued at Kenya shillings 54 billion. To sustain high livestock performance, several interventions have been undertaken with the aim of improving genetics and eliminating feed water supply constraints, diseases, and barriers to market access. Key actions include the implementation of a countrywide breed improvement program in collaboration with the counties, and to upgrading of dairy and beef breeds. In 2023, the Kenya Animal Genetic Resource Center provided farmers with 900,000 doses of bull semen with the aim of increasing production and productivity. I have directed that the cost of sexed semen be brought down from Kenya shillings 8,000 to under Kenya shillings 3,000, which will enable dairy farmers to increase the production and productivity of milk. Likewise, a goat artificial insemination station at the Animal Health and Industry Training Institute in Domba, Kirinyaga County, has produced 48,000 doses of goat semen and trained 80 goat inseminators. Veterinary services are essential to safeguard animal and human health, improve animal welfare and productivity, and ensure the production of safe, high-quality animals, and thus promote food security and domestic as well as international trade. I want our livestock farmers to work with the confidence and rest assured of consistent, reliable, and effective provision of vaccines. In 2023, the modernized Kenya Veterinary Vaccines Production Institute produced 35 million doses of assorted livestock vaccines. To enhance livestock disease and pest management, the government is launching a national vaccination program to eradicate the PPR disease and control the foot and mouth disease. Under this program, more than 22 million cattle will be vaccinated against foot and mouth disease, while 50 million goats will be vaccinated through a collaborative nationwide exercise. The government will provide vaccines and facilitate vaccination, while county governments will provide logistical support and human resources. 1,500 veterinary surgeons and 6,000 animal health assistants will provide health and husbandry services to our farmers. To facilitate the holistic development of livestock sector and anchor all its value chains in a sustainable strategic platform, the government is implementing several policies and legislative reforms and improvements to transform the livestock sector, guide training institutions, and provide a predictable environment to attract investors. These frameworks include the veterinary policy, livestock policy, livestock bill, livestock master plan, food safety policy, and food safety coordination bill. All these are at various stages of consideration by the cabinet and parliament. To guarantee the sustainable availability of well-trained, highly skilled, and knowledgeable workforce needed by the sector, 1,700 students were enrolled in various livestock training institutions in 2023 to study animal health and husbandry, leather technology, dairy technology, and meat inspection. Similarly, our support for productivity in the livestock sector extends to fisheries, aquaculture, and the blue economy. We have established 11 new landing sites in the coastal region and financed the operation of beach management units in Shimoni and Liwatoni, which have been equipped with commercial fishing boats. We have done the same in Lake Victoria region, where 11 fish landing sites have been established at various points on the shores of Lake Victoria, and beach management units set up and equipped with fishing boats. In addition, we are setting up 2 hatcheries, one in Kabonyo to restock Lake Victoria, and another one in Shimoni to serve the Indian Ocean. Agriculture is the engine of our economy. It strongly complements manufacturing, export trade, and micro, small, and medium enterprises, and indirectly supports our health agenda. The bottom-up economic transformation of Kenya requires us to mobilize with urgency and pursue intentional undertakings to catalyze and sustain a revolution in our shambas that will reverberate in our urban areas, towns, and cities. To accomplish this, we have committed to implement strong interventions on 3 different points, all aimed at promoting a robust bottom-up economic resurgence. As already discussed, we made a defining choice with our pledge to discontinue wasteful consumption subsidies and instead invest in supporting production. The second fundamental intervention was to enhance national revenue mobilization, engaging more eligible taxpayers and ensuring that due revenues are collected. It is critical to emphasize that the resolve to invigorate tax revenue mobilization was accompanied by an implicit and explicit undertaking that the government would not compromise on its responsibility to steward public resources with utmost prudence, transparency, and accountability. This commitment is irrevocable. We must live within our means by raising our own revenue and spending it carefully and wisely. Every officer in public service, starting with me, shall be held to full account for all resources under their authority. The third critical strategic decision was to invest intensively in agriculture and food security, together with the other pillars of better, in order to stimulate growth in the production of our farmlands and rural economies. But having done so, it is necessary for us to enhance market access for our produce and products locally, regionally, and beyond. To enhance access to credit by farmers in the next financial year, we are allocating Kenya shillings 1 billion to the Agriculture Finance Corporation to provide affordable credit to farmers. Additionally, we are collaborating with Afri-Exim Bank to provide Kenya shillings 15 billion to AFC to support increased lending to farmers. The Indian Exim Bank will also support AFC to enhance our agricultural mechanization agenda, providing farm inputs to farmers at low rates. I want the people of Kenya to understand that our is part of our traditional commitment to regional cohesion and solidarity, the Pan-African imperative, and the expansion of market access and linkages with trade and investment counterparts for our producers beyond our borders. I stand here, therefore, to urge our farmers and other agriculture sector entrepreneurs to work with renewed confidence, with the assurance that the fruit of their labor will meet demand in Kenya, East Africa, the common market for East Africa, Eastern and Southern Africa, and the African continental free trade area. Further abroad, we have secured quota-free and duty-free access to the 27-country European market for produce exports from Kenyan farmers under the Economic Partnership Agreement between Kenya and the European Union. I also wish to report that during my recent visit to the US, we negotiated the renewal of the African Growth and Opportunity Act, an instrument which has enhanced access to the US market for African exports and catalyzed the rapid growth of Kenyan exports, especially in the textile and the apparel industry. My call similarly applies to Kenyans from all walks of life. Let us keep working hard, embrace broader visions, and dream more ambitious dreams so that the tide of bottom-up economic transformation can sweep us all into our collective destiny of shared prosperity. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Asanteni sana. Hiyo ilikuwa ni hotuba ya Mheshimiwa Rais ambayo imeguzia mambo mengi. Najua hali ya anga imeanza kubadilika. Niseme tu labda mawili ama matatu, lakini kabla sijasema hivyo ningependa niwatambue wale maofisa tumeandamana nao ambao tunafanya kazi kwa pamoja. Ambao tunashirikiana kwa pamoja kwenye ofisi yetu. Kwa haraka ni kwa umbali tu, labda wakisimama wale walipo ama waje mbele kidogo. Nyinyi you will not melt, you're not told. Hamta melt kidogo tu. Ndio kuja waseme majina yao.
Amjambo wanakerwa. Mnanisikia vizuri? Mimi ndo DC hiyo. Asanteni sana.
Amjambo wote. Kwa majina naitwa Agnes Masangili. Niko hapa kwa niaba ya OSPD. Ningependa tu kusi wa mama. Mama mko? Mama. Say no to gender violence. Say no to drug abuse. Say no to alcohol. Asanteni sana.
Jambo wanakerwa. Mimi naitwa David Rando, mimi ndio commander wa Administration Police. Ujumbe kwa watu ya Kerwa tu, tuendelee kuchunga transformer zetu. Watu ambao wanakuja kutuharibia kwa transformer. So wezi wanakuja wanabomoa transformer. Kwa hivyo tukae macho sisi wote, tusipoteze transformer kwa sababu kurudisha transformer itakuwa tatizo sana. Asanteni sana.
Asanteni sana. Najua bwana DCIO, bwana Ocheng na bwana Randa na madam. Kwa kazi yao ni kutafuta wahalifu, si ndio? Hello. Unajua kazi yao ni kutafuta wahalifu, si ndio? Na mimi najua mbele yangu hapa hakuna mhalifu. Kwa hivyo wamekuja kuwasalimia leo, hawajakuja kutafuta wahalifu. Mimi nichangie tu mambo mawili matatu. Kwanza kabisa nishukuru jamii ya Kerwa na watu wa Kerwa kwa ujumla kwa ile ushirikiano ambao tunakuwa nao kwa karibu sana. Tuwapigie makofi wana community policing wetu, wazee na akina mama ambao kupitia kwao tunaweza kuimarisha mambo ya usalama. Ile ujumbe, ile kazi ambayo mnafanya ambayo haina malipo, tunashukuru sana. Tunaweza kuhakikisha kwamba kuna usalama kupitia kwenu. Pili, bwana sub county administrator amezungumzia kidogo mambo ya pombe na madawa za kulevya. Nashukuru mahali tulikuwepo mwaka jana kwa mambo ya ulevi, mambo ya pombe haramu, sio mahali ambapo tuko leo. Kwa kushirikiana na county government na maofisa wetu wa utawala na maofisa wetu wa polisi, tumeweza kupunguza mambo ya ulevi na mambo ya madawa. Mwaka huu nafurahi kwamba tumepunguza ile tunaita supply. Tumepunguza mabaa zetu ambazo zilikuwepo mwaka jana kwa asilimia zaidi ya 25. Na bado tunaendelea. La muhimu sasa ni hata wale ambao wamepewa leseni ya kuuza pombe watii masharti na mahitaji ambaye yanaambatana na hiyo leseni. Na hiyo tutahakikisha kwamba tumeendelea hivyo kuhakikisha kila mtu ametekeleza wajibu wake, ametii sheria na amefanya biashara ambayo ni halali kisheria. Mambo ya usalama tunavyojua ni jukumu la kila mmoja wetu. Sio jukumu la polisi peke yao, sio jukumu la administration peke yao, sio jukumu hata ya community policing peke yao, ni ya kila mmoja wetu. Wale ambao wanatukosea usalama ni akina nani? Halo? Ni akina nani? Halo? Ni wale ambao tumewazaa, si ndio? Wale ambao tunaishi nao. Ni wale ambao ni marafiki zetu. Ni wale ambao ni madada zetu, mandugu zetu. Kwa hivyo usalama uanzie pale nyumbani. Hakuna mgeni ambaye amekuja huku kushirikiana wahalifu ila wale ambao tunajua wanaishi na sisi. Kwa hivyo usalama uanzie kwetu, uanzie na sisi. Kabla tujazungumzia mambo ya usalama wa polisi, tuzungumzie usalama ambao sisi wenyewe tunaweza kuchangia. Tunaweza kuchangia. Ninajua polisi wako na challenge kidogo kidogo. Labda hapa Kerwa hakuna gari ya polisi. Na hiyo ombi nimepokea, tumepokea. Tutawasilisha mahali ambapo panastahili. Lakini hata kabla hiyo gari ijakuja ijapatikana, jukumu kubwa ni kuhakikisha kwamba sisi wote tumeshirikiana, tumetambua wale ambao wanatukosea usalama, tumetambua wale ambao wanatuvunjia sheria, tumetambua wale ambao wanauza pombe haramu, tumetambua wale ambao wanauza mihadarati na wale wote ambao wanashiriki katika kuvunja sheria. Nashukuru machifu wangu. Machifu, mnajua historia ya machifu zamani ilikuwa ni chafu kidogo, si ndio? Halo? Awali kidogo ilikuwa chafu kidogo, lakini wale ambao tuko nao sasa hivi asilimia kubwa yao wanafanya kazi nzuri. Tukiwa wadogo ilikuwa ukifika kwa ofisi ya chief anakuuliza utoe kalamu. Halo? Alikuwa anakuuliza utoe nini? Na sio kalamu ambayo tunaijua ile unatoa kwa mfuko hapa unampatia umwambie endelea kuandika. Ilikuwa kalamu ambayo definition yake ilikuwa tofauti. Kama bado kuna wale wanaitisha kalamu ama wino. Halo? Kama kuna wale ambao bado wanaitisha wino, ni waeleze leo hii Kenya ya sasa si ile ya kuuliza wino. Wino inanunuliwa na serikali. Makaratasi ya kuandikia mabarua inanunuliwa na serikali. Kazi ya chief, hata manaibu wangu hao, hata mimi kwangu, kazi ni kufanya kazi bila kuitisha malipo. Tunaelewana? Na wako hapa. Pia mnakumbuka wakati mwingine ulikuwa ukifika kwa police station, gari ya polisi ilikuwa inakosa mafuta 24/7. Mnakumbuka? Ilikuwa ukifika OCS anakuambia niko na gari iko hapo lakini haina nini? Mafuta. Hata kasoro ujaze hiyo gari mafuta bado anakuambia haina nini? Baada ya kujaza, ukijaza tu anasahau kwamba umefanya nini? Lakini wa sahi kama kuna wale bado anauliza mafuta hawako kwa hii sub county. Tumepiga hatua kubwa. Kuna hatua chache ambao bana wanaturejesha nyuma. Lakini kwa ujumla walio wengi, maofisa wengi wa serikali hufanya kazi nzuri. Kwa bahati mbaya wale ambao wanafanya kazi mbaya ndio huonekana zaidi. Ndio? Wanaofanya kazi nzuri kama mimi na wale wameketi hapa mbele yangu hawatambuliwi. Lakini uteleze kidogo tu. Halo? Niteleze kidogo tu itakuwa kwa headline ya hao majamaa hao wawili hao. Hao wa YouTube. Lakini kufanya kazi nzuri haya. Lakini tunasema tenda wema, tenda wema, nenda zako. Lakini siku moja nilisema Bwana Ocheng na akina Randall, nilisema siku moja tutaitisha mkutano ya kusherekea sisi wenyewe. Tusherekee ile kazi nzuri kama wafanyikazi wa serikali, ile kazi nzuri tunafanya. Hata kama nyinyi hamtakuja, tutakuwa sisi wenyewe tunasherekea. Ama mtakuja? Mtakuja? Wazee? Community policing mtakuja? Tutaitisha rally siku moja. Rally tu ya kipekee. Tujiite wenyewe, tuweke hema zetu, leta public address yetu. We celebrate our success stories as dedicated and committed public servants of this country. Hata mwezi kujipigia makofi nyinyi na watetea mwezi. Nyinyi mnakaje? Na nyinyi mwezi kupigia makofi hata nile ya kuomba. Najua hali ya hewa imebadilika. Nataka niseme tu asante. Tungezungumza mengi lakini kwa sababu hali ya anga imebadilika, nataka tumalizie hapo. Niwashukuru sana kuja kwenu. Ninajua mlikuwa na shughuli nyingi. Mngekuwa na shughuli zenu kule kwenu, wengine wafanye biashara, mngekuwa mnafanya kazi yenu, lakini mmeamua kuja kujiunga na sisi. Na kwa hiyo tunasema asante. Asante sana Bwana Principal kwa kutukaribisha kwako. Nilijuana na Principal kule container. Nimemwambia leo karibu inakaribia turudi container kule kwa mtihani. Mahali tunakutana saa 9 asubuhi. Halo? Tunapiga foleni saa 9 asubuhi na hao. Tunapiga story, tukifanya mambo ya mtihani. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Thank you very much, sir, for kwa hotuba ya rais ambayo umetupatia. Pia ningesema nataka kurudisha shukrani kwa the business community ile imetusaidia, kwa washiriki wote. Sitaweza kuwataja kwa majina kwa sababu watu walikuwa wengi wale wametusaidia kuandaa hii shughuli ya leo. Pia tutashukuru pia Bwana OCS Juguna ambaye alituletea parade. Pia tunashukuru pia mwalimu mkuu wa shule hii kutukubalia kuja kuwa na sherehe zetu za mwaka huu hapa. Pia wale viongozi wa community tumeshirikiana na wao. Pia my colleagues in Gao fraternity, tunasema asante for your cooperation na vile mmetusaidia na vile tumeshirikiana. So kulikuwa na tumiti kidogo tulikuwa tunataka kupanda to commemorate this particular day and hosting this event in this school. So tulikuwa na tumiti kidogo pale, lakini kwa sababu ya hali ya hewa, okay, yes sir. Afande amesema lazima tutapanda hiyo miti. Hata mimi nasema tutapanda. Thank you sir. So we would want to move closely karibu kwa administration block. Kulikuwa na miti kidogo tulikuwa tumeandaa, lakini naona weather imetulia. So wananchi wa Kerwa tunasema asante kwa kuja kwenyu. Mumekuwa mkitusupport na mnaendelea kutusupport, na yale yote tumezungumziana hapa, afande, hawa watu ni watu wazuri sana. Mimi kama mkubwa wao hapa within, wamenishikilia na tumefanya kazi na wao kupitia kwa machiefs. So tumesema asante na asante sana. Karibuni. DJ, unaweza kutupatia kawimbo smooth na kakufurahisha watu, na watu wapatie entertainment kidogo, watu wabaki wajienjoy. Leo ni Madaraka Day. Thank you.
This DJ, DJ Gaboo Addy Teacher, DJ Gaboo on Instagram, DJ Gaboo Addy Teacher.